What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on a post that I just recently came across. Some comments Shaq made about his comparison to Kobe. I'm sorry, LeBron and Mike, right? And so I've heard Shaq say this before. And so the post says that Shaq explains the difference between LeBron Jordan and LeBron James, right? And Shaq said, I've heard players say, including myself, I feared Mike. I've never really heard any player say they feared LeBron. I never heard anybody say it, right? And so when you talk about fearing another player, it's not the physical, like you feel like they can physically do like some harm to you. You fear that the fact that this player is so dominant that there's nothing you can do to stop this player, and knowing that this player is not going to do anything to beat himself. That is, like very few players reach that level where as though that they are going to like Mike played in a zone, right? You know what I mean? Like, and this is most nights. Well, every night Mike played in a zone, and people knew that Mike wasn't going to do anything that was going to. You had to beat Mike. Mike wasn't going to let you beat him, and Mike wasn't going to, he wasn't going to make any mistakes. Mike game was fundamentally sound, and Mike just was a fanatic. And so that's why other players, other professional athletes feared Mike. I've heard people even say the same thing about like Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, those kind of players just they never beat themselves. Like it's like when Tom Brady was at his peak and doing his thing, and when Tiger Woods was at his peak and Tiger was doing his thing, people said it's just scary to know that you don't have a defense for those guys. You are basically at their mercy. And so if you want to win, you gotta raise your game to the next level, because these guys are not gonna they're not gonna do anything to allow you to beat themselves. You got to beat them basically, and then if you make a mistake, they are going to pounce on you, and they're going to make sure you pay for the mistakes. And that's just how Mike was. If you turn the ball over, Mike was going to, he was going to make you pay. If you didn't box out, Mike was going to make you pay. If you exposed the ball, Mike was going to make you pay. In so many different ways, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like so many different ways Mike just could beat you. And so yeah, and that's why people don't feel LeBron, because LeBron don't have those different, he's not going to beat you in a whole lot of different ways, and then certain ways people found out that like there's certain ways that you could stop LeBron. Like people realize that you can clog the lane with LeBron, and LeBron, and don't allow LeBron to bull rush the paint and get an easy shot. You can just clog the lane, turn LeBron James basically into a jump shooter, and beat him like that. That's how, like, he went to like 10 championships and won 4. That's a 40% success rate. And so 60% of the time people was able to come up with a plan to beat LeBron. But it wasn't like that with Mike. You wasn't going to be no, if you didn't allow Mike, if you could stop Mike from doing one thing, Mike could do like two or three or four other things that was going to beat you. So that's why people feared Mike, because, you know, like Mike, his game ain't had no flaws. And so, you know, you don't see other players like that in the NBA where their games don't have no flaws, and especially LeBron James. I've never heard of anybody saying that, you know, any player saying that they feared LeBron, you know, like in the clutch. You know, people always, against LeBron, people always believe that they had a chance, you know, and people always thought not only did they have a chance, but they had a good chance of beating them, you know, like the Celtics, when they was going up against the Celtics, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and them, you know, they felt like they could beat LeBron, and they did beat him. And, you know, the Dallas Mavericks, they felt confidence. The Spurs felt confident that they could beat him. Who else? Golden State, you know, they felt confident. They did. Golden State beat LeBron 3 times. So you know that Steph Curry is not afraid of LeBron. You know that Tim Duncan and the Spurs were not afraid. What's the guy named Dirk Nowitzki said that these guys, they said that Dirk was quoted as saying that these guys are like LeBron they not for real. Like the Miami Heat are not for real, you know. And so, yeah, man. When you have other players around the league saying that you're not for real, you know, and they believe that they can beat you, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. And so the statement that Shaq made, that, you know, I think it's, you know, that's the difference. That's basically one of the difference. Like, nobody feared LeBron James, you know, but everybody, just about everybody in the NBA feared Mike, you know, because you was at Mike's mercy. You know, I remember the shot that Mike hit against the Utah Jazz. What was the guy named Brian Russell or something like that? The guy who played Mike, and Mike just gave him a little shove and hit the mid-range jumper. Like, he was on an island with Mike, and everybody in the arena, everybody watching, knew that Mike was going to drain that shot. And what Mike do? Mike drained the shot. Against Craig Elo, you know, Craig Elo, when Mike hit that shot against Craig Elo, you know, everybody knew that Mike was going to hit that shot. And what Mike do? Mike hit that shot. You know, that's why guys was afraid of Mike, because Mike came through. Mike came through. That's why people was afraid of Mike. You know, Mike came through like nobody else. And so I definitely agree with Shaq's post that that's the difference. Mike came through. That's my take. Make sure to like, subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.